Hello, hello, hello. For this TikTok live, we're going to be making this Morgan silver dollar into a ring. It's going to be pretty fun. First thing I got to do is punch a hole in it though. So, that's what we're going to do. It's a tough coin, but we got through. Very nice. Let's see how it looks. If y'all wouldn't mind tapping the screen. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins like this into rings like this. If at any time during this live you'd like to get yourself a coin ring, you can visit the website linked on my profile or tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. For the remainder of October, there is a 50% off clearance sale at coinringmaker.com. So now is a very good time to get yourself one. It's about 4 days left on that sale. So hop on it. We got one like. One like. Y'all tap that screen. Come on now. So the next thing I'm going to do is clean up the inside of that punch with this deburring tool. We'll just smooth that out. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat down here. I'm very open about my process and my craft. So if there's something you'd like to know, feel free to ask. There we go. We got 600 likes on the board now. That's much better. Thank you. Yes. And thank you guys for following. I've never cut myself with this tool. So what I'm doing is I'm making a Morgan silver dollar into a ring. But about this tool, it's on a swivel. So like even if you do make contact with your skin, the chance of the blade cutting you is like really low. Like you'd really have to try and hurt yourself with this to hurt yourself with it. That being said, it is very sharp. It does cut through silver like butter. Why am I doing that? Because a customer ordered one. It's kind of what I do. Coin ring maker. I make coins into rings. It's my whole niche, man. If you'd like to see some of my finished work, you can tap the gold chain at the bottom of the screen here, or the link on my profile. I think we got that pretty cleaned up. Looking nice and smooth in there. So now we're going to anneal it. It's a process where we heat it up. So right now, I just keep my silver shavings in little Tupperware like this. This one is about full though, so I'm gonna have to find something to do with it. I'll probably melt it down. Need to get myself a crucible. This is pretty satisfying. I'm gonna try and get it in focus for you. We'll get in a little closer. There we go. All right, we'll go nice and slow. So heating it up softens the metal, makes it easier to fold and shape, and it also makes it less brittle. So the chances of it snapping are less likely. This coin is 90% silver. I do have coins and rounds available on my website that are sterling, which is 9.2, 90% silver, which is this constitutional silver, or fine silver. I've got all three of those available. Yeah. All right. So now I get to use my muscles. It's going to be rough. This is a tough coin to work on when you're just using a 1-ton arbor press. And he wants the tail side facing out, so we're going to put that facing down. This is called a doming block. It's got a bunch of half hemispheric circles cut into it. It's really good for getting dome shapes when you're making jewelry, but it's also really good for getting nice even folds on coins. So the first fold, usually the coin likes to move around in different directions. But if you have a ball on top, like this ball bearing here, and a round thing to fold it into, it folds much more evenly. The largest size, I think, is size 18 that's listed. But if you need something bigger than that, we could probably figure something out. With quarters, the biggest size I can do is 13. So as we work on this, like we just folded it quite a bit, it's going to re-harden. It's called work hardening. I'm going to have to anneal it again to get it nice and soft. I also want to pay really close attention to this edge of the coin right here and make sure there's no nicks or scratches in it. I see a little bit of something right there. So we'll work on that, smooth it out. If you guys would like to check out the October clearance sale, there's 50% off a lot of coin rings. The website link is on my TikTok profile, so just tap that thing, go to the website link, and shop around a little bit, you know? You can provide the coin if you would like to. If that's the way you want to go, all my custom orders are handled through the Get a Quote button on my TikTok profile. If you want me to work on a coin I already have in hand, you can shop through the website. And there's quite a few to pick from on there. Yeah, no problem. I am curious what you have in mind. Try and get the quench cam here. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. So here is our coin so far. We're getting a nice little cone shape on it. We still got a little bit more folding to do. So we're gonna hop back over here and do that. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you haven't hit that follow button yet, what are you doing? Follow me. I just broke 170,000 followers here on TikTok. How crazy is that? Bizarre. I'm not even doing any dancing or nothing. It's a wild world. I do appreciate y'all following me though. That's pretty cool of you. It's pretty cool. So we got this all the way bottomed out on our doming block. So we're going to go ahead and find a folding cone that this will fit in to fold it the rest of the way. I think it'll fit in there, yeah. If you haven't checked it out yet, there's a little gold chain at the bottom of the screen. I'll pull up some of my finished products. You can check out some things I've made in the past. And you can also order through it, so give that a shot. It's pretty cool. As I'm pushing down on this, I want to keep a really keen eye and make sure it stays level inside here. If it starts tilting to one side or another, I'll have to reset it. So we want to make sure it folds evenly all the way. Perfect. Flatten it out a little bit. And we'll go anneal it again. I don't usually push the rings all the way through the die. It doesn't really hurt it, but I don't like the loud sound. So I don't usually do that. This one got away from me a little bit. What size can I do with these? This one's going to be a size 12. I think the range is like 8 to 18. Might be 8 to 16. Do you do the hammer roll method? I'm working on getting the tools to do it this way. That's how I started. Was just a mandrel and a hammer. So I prefer that people start that way. So you get a better understanding of how the coin needs to be coerced. I've seen a lot of people hop right on getting the fancier tools and then quit really quick because it's harder than they expected. But if you can stick it through the hammering method and still enjoy it, I definitely think getting some fancier tools is a safe bet. Like, it's a real shame to see people get into this and spend, $2,000 on tools and quit after a week or two. But that is how I got most of my tools at a bargain price. Other people gave up. Size 15 with a 9mm wide band. So they're usually about 12 millimeters. I can do a bigger punch size to make it closer to 9 millimeters, but you would lose some of the detail, like you might lose the eagle's head. I have the same rug you're standing on. Nice. I like this rug a lot. Size 16. You can see my prices on my website, which is linked on my profile. TikTok is weird about saying prices, so you'll just have to go check it out there. If I had a coin from the 1800s that was special to me, could I send it to you? Yes. There's a button on my TikTok profile here. Just tap on that and then go to the button that says get a quote. Just tell me about the coin you want me to work on, what it's made of, the year it is, what it is, and the ring size you need. And I can get back to you with a quote. Thank you guys for following. I like working on a metal lathe. I want to try and incorporate things to it. Nice. Lathes can be tricky. It's a dangerous piece of machinery. Sea monkeys. No, this is kind of like fire scale that just kind of gets launched off of the coins, and then it rusts a little bit. So that's what that is. All right, I'm trying to find the next size die this will fit in. We may just have to start stretching it from here, which isn't terrible. That might be it. It is. All right, so we'll put it in here and finish it off. Where do I get my coins? Mostly from eBay or from trustworthy coin collectors. What do you do with the pieces you cut off other than the stuff do you make? Keychains. Oh, goodness. So when I make a coin ring, I have to punch the center out of the coin. And there's quite a few things you can get that made into. You can get it just by itself. That's called the center punch. You can get a keychain. You can get a necklace. And you can get a pin that has like a back that you can put on a tie or on a hat. But that's not something that's specifically like automatically included. You have to add it on when you order. I'm nervous about pushing this all the way through, so I'm going to go to the next smallest one here and finish that up like that. Nice. I want to make sure everything's nice and even. Oh yeah, I got the fancy stuff. So this is very similar legally to penny smashing machines you might find at an amusement park, Six Flags, SeaWorld, museums. As long as you aren't fraudulently defacing the currency, it's not really against the law. Coming along very nicely. We're going to give it another anneal. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a notoriously tough coin to work on. So we want to make sure it stays as soft as we can get it. At least once. Every live I get on, somebody says it's illegal. It used to freak me out, but I'm much more comfortable with it these days. What's my favorite ring to make? This one right here. This is a Morgan silver dollar, tail side out. This is my favorite right here. Makes a great ring. So I'm stoked that somebody ordered one this way. They usually get it with the ear facing up, but I think it looks much better with the tail side out, because you get "In God We Trust" right in between these two eagle's wings, and when it's finished, I think that looks just super cool. The year is 1900, and the mint is O. Thank you very much, Christopher. I appreciate it. So we're going to hop over here. I'm going to sand it a little bit, and then we're going to start stretching it out on here. Do people send you the coins? They can. I have quite a few coins in stock. You can see those by going to the website linked on my profile or the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. If I don't have the coin they're looking for, I usually send people to the Get a Quote button, which is on my profile, and they can tell me about the coin they want me to work on, and I can get a quote for them that way. And I've had 4 people use that today, so that's going pretty well. It's just a really nice little questionnaire form you got to fill out about the coin, the ring size you need, what it's made out of, and then from that information I can get you a quote. Works pretty well. I really like that feature. We're getting that nice and smooth on here. Do I do gold as well? I have one gold coin in stock. It's a 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle, but I could work on other gold coins. I just have one in stock at the moment. What size it is right now. Right now it's a size 13. And it's supposed to be a size 12. So I'll stretch it a little more just to cover my butt. And then we'll start reducing it. That should be pretty good. Looks like I've missed some comments. Let me check that out real quick. Y'all tap the screen if you're enjoying the live. This is actually pretty tough. It gets softer when I heat it up. It's really cool. I want to try it. I know I would mess it up though. It took me a while to get it right. But I do have tutorials on YouTube. The channel is called Coin Ring Maker. There's a button for it on my TikTok profile if you want to subscribe. Yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of mess ups. This is usually what happens. You split the ring. Bad news. Bad news bears when that happens. Which ring do I not like making? This one. Franklin half dollar. So there is such a difference with the height of the metal in this coin that it warps out every time, no matter what you do. And it takes a lot of correcting to get it to look good. And it's mostly because of his big fat head. But these are the biggest headache. I'll make them, but they are tricky. This is 90% silver. I've annealed this 3 times so far working on it. And we're about to anneal it again. So yeah, heating it up does make it softer. But as you work on it, it re-hardens. So you gotta go back and forth. 1953, yeah. Sounds good, man. I've got a bunch of stuff 50% off until the end of the month. So if you want to hurry up and order those, you could save quite a bit of money. At the beginning of November, that sale's going to end. A lot of stuff is 50% off right now. You can shop through the website link on my profile. If anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. Yeah, it's 90% silver. It's 10% copper. Sounds good, man. Yeah, no, you're right. It's coming along very nicely. And we'll be able to get that shine back to it as soon as we get it to the right size and shape. So the next step is to start reducing it. So what I'm going to do is wrap it up. Yeah, it's still a piece of history on your finger for sure. So we're going to wrap it up in this blue Teflon tape here. And that's going to help protect the outside detail. Because you really don't want any metal on metal contact when you're working on these. That's how you squish detail. And this is one way I like to protect my rings to do that. This is called Blue Monster tape, by the way. It works really, really good. Blue Monster. The purpose of the heating and the quenching is to soften up the silver. 90% silver is pretty tough. So it's called annealing and quenching, and that softens it up. Have I heard anything about an 1878 error? Not specifically. I have I pay more attention to more recent errors, stuff that might be in circulation. So I pick through a lot of quarters. Yes. So I've learned a ton about rare and valuable coins over the last 3 years. So I triple check every coin before I work on it. And I've actually found some rather valuable stuff by doing that. Which is just like a nice bonus, I guess. How do I make the Jolly Rogers coins? I have a very special stamp right here. This is the positive and negative side of the stamp, and I put the coins in between it. Get this nice skull and crossbone, and I use a 12-ton hydraulic press to do that. So what I'm pushing this into right now, this is called a Swedish wrap. And it's very much like some of the other dies I was using earlier, but the degree of change on it is much less drastic. It's probably about 4 degrees. So it allows you to make the ring smaller without doing it really, really fast. So we're just slowly shrinking this thing down. I'm gonna throw a little bit more tape on it. And we'll push it down some more. And probably re-anneal it. Trying to get this one to a size 12. So we'll need to keep an eye on what size it is as we go. Hello from Ukraine. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Making a coin into a ring. Go ahead and take a look at it. And we'll anneal it once again. So we want to make sure we keep it nice and soft. Because as it hardens up, it'll start moving unevenly in there. We want to make sure it stays nice and pretty. I think this is going to make a really nice ring. It's been a while since I got to make one like this. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's coming along really nicely. I found an error on a 18 having it transformed into a ring. If you want, I mean, errors can be kind of valuable. I might, check out what it's worth. I'm sure you have. But yeah, if that's something you'd like to do, I have no problem doing it. Only fraudulently defacing currency is against the law. So if I was to take pennies and make them look like dimes and try and spend them, that would be a fraudulent defacing. That would be against the law. Sounds good to me, man. I'd be happy to make some biker rings. That's what my wife calls the thicker ones like this. She calls them biker rings. So I guess she was right. For anyone who's just hopped in here, I'm a coin ring maker. I make coins into rings. Today we're working on a 1900 Morgan silver dollar. If you'd like to get yourself a coin ring, you can visit my website. It's linked on my TikTok profile, or you can go to coinringmaker.com. There's a 50% off October clearance sale going on right now. It's going to end in a few days. So now's a good time to get a coin ring. 50% off. It's a pretty good deal. You haven't heard or found anything yet? I've been looking for 5 years. Well, there's a button on my profile here on TikTok that says get a quote. Just tell me a little bit about the error, and then I'll be able to email you back and forth, and you can send me a picture, and I'll try and figure that out. Try and help you out. find the next size pusher. Now we got it all the way to the bottom of that die. See what size we've got. So it's still a little over a 13. So we'll re-anneal it. Find the next Swedish wrap die it'll fit in. And keep reducing it till we get to a size 12-ish. Take all this tape off of here. So far, I'm liking it. That's just to get those little bits of blue tape off there so they don't melt. So I make coins into rings. I'm currently working on a 1900 Morgan silver dollar. It's 90% silver. It's a 122-year-old coin. It's going to make a pretty nice ring. If you'd like to see more of my finished work, there's a little gold chain at the bottom of the screen you can tap on. So if you find something you like, you can actually order right through there. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. Tap on that little gold chain. Take a gander. Tell me what you think. I'm zoomed in a bunch. Pull out a little bit. There we go. That one should work. Nope, not a crime. It's very similar to penny smashing machines you might find at Six Flags or SeaWorld. As long as you aren't committing fraud, it's not against the law. I'm making a Morgan dollar into a ring. Slowly but surely. Getting nice and tiny now. Oh, I'm making a Morgan silver dollar into a ring. Thank you very much. So now we've got it a lot closer to a size 12. What I'm going to do is flip this over so we can reduce the reeded side and even it up with the cut side. Let's see here. What does it cost if you supply the coin? The price is exactly the same whether it's your coin or it's my coin. So it really depends on the type of coin you want me to work on. Sometimes it sticks in here a little bit, so I gotta give it a little bop to get it out. Not quite even yet. I like to check this as I'm doing this step. Make sure I don't do it too much, but we've still got a little bit more to go. So we'll pop it back in there and push it some more. That's a good push. That's looking pretty good to me. I asked you if you costed your dies. This ring is usually $200. They are on sale for the next 4 days for $100. No, I don't coat my dies. No coating on dies. I have put a little bit of like dry lube on them before, but it makes them too slippery. I feel like I lose control over how much I'm pushing down, so I prefer to just leave them uncoated. Silver quarters are usually 100. Right now they're 50 for the next 4 days. Yes, I have done a gold coin ring before. It was a 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. We're getting there. It's almost done. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So these are usually 200. Right now they are 50% off for my October clearance sale. The most valuable coin I've done was the 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. That coin was close to $800 just for the coin itself. I've done a little stone setting. I need to do more practice before I offer it, but it is something I'm working on. It's tricky, and like it if you mess up doing it, you ruin the whole coin. You ruin the whole ring. So I really want to make sure that I've got it down pat where I'm not going to mess up any rings that I'm working on. before I offer it. They've still got detail on the inside, but the next step, actually, if you look at the inside of this one, you can see I've kind of cut away right here where the reeded edge meets the inside of the ring. And that's because there's a lip right here. You can see it through there. And if you don't remove that lip, it can be pretty uncomfortable. So what I'm going to do right now is just cut that away, smooth it out, and then the rings are very comfortable. If you have the gold coin, the difference is, so if I have to provide the gold coin, I got to go find it and buy it. I charge 3 times the face value of the coin. Not face value, but like melt value, the value of the gold coin. If you provide it, I charge 2 times the value of the coin. So if it's a $700 coin, I would charge you $1,400 for the ring. So how do I get an Arizona Silver State quarter? I just finished a few of these earlier today. This one's an Alabama 90% silver quarter. You can just go to the website linked on my TikTok profile and go to coin ring, 90% silver, state quarter. Pick the quarter you want and place an order. Yeah, you can order through the website linked on my profile or the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. Very tedious work. I enjoy it. So it's not so bad if you like what you're doing. You have to be patient. Sounds good. All right, so we're slowly working away at that lip. I do the feel test because sometimes my eyes deceive me, so I got to make sure that whole lip is gone. You can still see it on the inside there. So we're going to keep cutting away at it. I polish after I've got it shaped and sized, so we've still got work to do on this one. It's not quite ready to be polished, but this one is polished. Tips on stone setting? I'll give you a follow, man. No doubt. Yeah, so far I've only tried flush setting stones. I also need to get better at soldering. That's another thing where, like, if you mess it up, the whole ring is messed up. So I've just kind of put those on the back burner. Things to work on when I've got free time. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Send me some messages, dude. Or lady. I'm not sure. Gotta be careful with that stuff these days. What do I do with the shavings? Right now, I just kind of collect them. I put them in these little Tupperwares. Eventually, I'd like to melt them down and do some molds with them. But I need to get some more tools to do that. You can still see there's a little bit of that lip left. I'm a dude. Me too. Good to know, good to know. So 33 years working in jewelry. Do you still enjoy it? I've been doing it for about 3 years, and I still really, really like it. Like, it's definitely challenging. But when you can make, like, really pretty stuff, it's so cool. I love the end result of my own work. It's awesome. That's what's up. Ten hours in the making. Yeah. What coin was that I'm working on? So this is a Morgan silver dollar from 1900. I still got a little bit of that lip. That last little bit is so hard to get without skipping and scratching up the inside. So this is called a deburring tool. It's got a very interesting shaped blade. It's kind of triangular. So it's really only sharp at one point, and it's all fat on the, and it rotates. It's pretty cool. But not really. Not if you clean them. It's more the stuff on the coins that smell bad than the coins themselves. And especially with like 90% silver and fine silver, they're actually have antibacterial properties. Which is pretty cool. I think we got it. Yep. I just get them at hardware stores. Plumber's tool. Super good for coin rings. There we go. We got that nice and smooth. Beautiful. So now we can finish sizing this up here. Trying to get it to a size 12. Right now it's about a 12.5, so we just got a little bit more reduction to do. Not too bad. Take it down half a size. See if we can get it. This tape helps protect the detail on the outside of the coin, for anyone who's wondering. Thanks, man. Have a good day. Looks like we reduced it just a little too much. Got it to a size 11.25. Means we can just stretch it back to a size 12 pretty easily. Here's how it's looking. Pretty friggin' good. Get some new paper towel on here. That's all been shredded. Got it to 11 3/4, so it's really close to 12. There we go. Right at size 12. Where do you measure the size of the ring arm? This is called a ring mandrel, and it's just got all the sizes on there. It doesn't focus very well. Usually you can see the numbers a lot better. A brake while working on it? Yeah. Here's an example of what happens when they split. I used to be really bad about not annealing, which leaves the coins quite brittle, and I snapped too many rings before I figured out what the problem was. But I've learned my lesson, and now we get beautiful rings like this. Now I get to clean it up. Knock some of that fire scale off of here with some 4-0 steel wool. Get it nice and shiny. It's a pretty good looking ring, I'd say. Pretty good looking ring. Well, if anybody out there in TikTok world would like to get a coin ring, I've got a 50% off clearance sale until the end of October. coinringmaker.com. Give me a follow. Check out the website. It's linked on my profile. Or just visit coinringmaker.com. It was a pleasure working for you today. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Use a little polishing cloth. So the first starting equipment I got was about $250. I've been doing this for about 3 years, so I have some more specialized stuff. I've probably spent about $2,000 on tools. 1967 anything. It's really tricky. They stopped doing 90% silver quarters in '64. And didn't start making them again until '92. So it's really tricky for the second half of the '60s, the '70s, and the '80s to find anything that is silver. So that is kind of tricky. I'm sorry about that. You could go another route. Instead of focusing on the year, I know it's in your username, but you could focus on like the state you live in. I do have 90% silver state quarters, so that might be another way to go. Or you could get something like this where the year isn't really prominent, it's kind of hidden on the inside, and you can still get a really nice coin ring out of it. These are totally my favorite. It's beautiful. Tons of detail. I do have one silver Trump coin, but no one's ever ordered it, so I never got any more. But I do have one in stock if you're looking to get one. You'd have to check on the website. I marked down, I think, about 40 different things. So most everything is half off. 1967 Kennedy halves are 40% silver. I haven't worked with 40% yet. I'm afraid it would, I don't know. I just haven't worked with 40% yet. You can size your finger by visiting a jewelry store or getting one of these at a craft store or on Amazon. It's the most accurate way to go to get a comfortable ring. All right, we got this all finished up. I'll go ahead and hop off of here. Y'all have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Bye.